Alright, we're going to go over the Treehouse Time Log. This is a document that I have created in the Google Drive, and then I'll share it with you. So you'll want to have a Gmail address. If you don't have one, just create one. We use the Google Drive for a lot of stuff. So once you've created your Gmail and I've shared it with you, just go to your drive and click on shared with me, and then it'll pop up for you. It'll pop up right here, but for me, I created it, so it is in my own folder. And that folder, if you do have access to our full drive, if you go to Treehouse International and then Administrative, it's Time Log 2018. Now the year will change as the years change, as they do. Okay, so Treehouse Time Log. We have in here all 4 companies. Our parent company is Treehouse International, and it's a lowercase n. We also have Seneca Treehouse, Amity Builders, and Treehouse Tools and Training. These are all the blue columns here. Those are where you enter your hours worked. Now, if you have an hourly wage over here to the right, column K, that's where you'll enter your wage. And these are all protected ranges here, so you're not supposed to be able to edit them. That way you can't go in and screw up the formulas. There's a bunch of formulas in here that all have to be right for the whole page to work. On the left over here, these columns here, C, D, E, and F, are columns that are expenses. So if you are using the makerspace or taking classes, or we help do some funding for continuing education or other funding if needed, you can enter that in here. So let's just go through this whole column as if we were doing it. We're going to start over here on the left. Say on Wednesday 12/20 you did 1 hour of classes, so you would put in -6 for 1 hour. Then I'm sorry, that's 1 hour of shop. If you were to use the shop for 1 hour, that is like going down using the makerspace, creating your own stuff. If you did 1 hour of classes, you would put in -25. If you had, say you purchased, or you want to purchase a class and you couldn't afford it, say it's a webinar, you couldn't afford the webinar, so we helped you take the class so that you could go ahead and take it and improve your quality of life prior to being able to afford it. So we help you with that. Say that's $97, put that in there. And then this is the other category, and this is also the balance carried forward. So this little orange thing is carried forward. So if you had another expense here, you don't really want to mess with this one, because this is a formula. If you scroll down here, you can see it's a formula. So if you did have an expense on this day, just go ahead and put it on the column down below. Say it's -50, you needed to borrow some gas money or whatever. Now, we don't like to get in the habit of loaning out too much in advance, but we do want to make things possible. So that's what all these columns are for here. Now, go over here. Say you worked with our construction company for 4 hours in a day, and you put that there. Say you came home and you made some beds for Seneca Treehouse for an hour, and then you stayed up late and worked on some marketing for Treehouse International. You pulled an all-nighter and did 8 hours there. Okay, so these blue columns are multiplied by your hourly wage. You made $195. The $195 minus these expenses over here is calculated right here into your net daily. So gross daily is the 195, net daily is minus the expenses. Now what we need you to do over here is write it down. So write down job, location, and description. And you can say worked in shop, took class on blacksmithing, and then this is where it's really important. We need to know exactly what you did with those jobs so we know how to bill for it, and so we know where the money was spent. So Amity, you need to put the job name. Say it was Red Berry, and you were working on stucco. Red Berry stucco. That's Amity. Seneca made beds, and International social media posting and blog. Okay, so this is very important. It's job location and description. That gives us all what we need to know to properly keep track of things, and then this we do payroll every 2 weeks. So once it's on Wednesdays. So Tuesday evening, you have to make sure that you have all of your hours entered. And if you don't have all your hours entered on Tuesday evening, then it kind of screws up our whole payroll process. So please make sure you have that done. If you need to set a reminder on your calendar, you can do so. And then when we go through here, we'll say at the end of this period, you're owed $17. Okay, and what else do we have? Oh yeah, owed $17. So this is tallied up to $67 minus the next day. This keeps track of this whole column, and then when we make a payment, we'll put in here $17. That's what we made, and then it says you're owed 0, and then it's the balance carried over is 0. Now if we don't make a payment, or say you're in the negative here, so let me just clear out this for a second, then the balance is carried over. Or say you take a class up here that is $100. Say you have $100 in the hole because we loaned you money. We don't owe you anything for this pay period, and it's carried over here, and you can just continue to work it off as time goes on. So this whole spreadsheet is very important. We've been working on this for a while. Please try to keep it organized, and it'll continue to improve just as it has already today. I just added this wage column. So then if you get a raise somewhere down the line, you can go in here and put in your raise. I need to fix this formatting. I'll fix that here in a minute. But so you got raised to $16 an hour, and that changes it going on down. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.